Hi guys, this is our last topic of the year. We're going to talk about volume because that is an introductory to the geometry you're going to take next year, regardless of which geometry. Okay, so the first shape that I have is a prism. It looks like a tissue box. Basically, it's just length times width times height. So we're going to multiply the 5 times the 8 times the 3. So LWH, which just means 5 times 8 times 3. And that gives me 120 inches cubed. Everything is labeled cubed because all these shapes are three-dimensional. Okay? The triangular prism has a 1/2 in front of it because the bases, the top and the bottom of a prism, are no longer a rectangle or a square, they're a triangle. And two triangles make up a rectangle or a square. So we're going to use 1/2 LWH. So we're going to use 1/2, and then we're going to multiply 4 times 3 times 9. Okay, so you're going to put that in your calculator, and it should give you 54 meters cubed. Okay, so a cylinder, we have pi r squared as our base because our circle is our top and our bottom. A circle, so the area of a circle is pi r squared. So the only thing missing is the height. Okay, so we're going to multiply pi times, now the radius is only halfway across, remember? So if it goes all the way across, make sure you cut that in half, but I need the 9. And then the height is 14. So I'm going to put that in my calculator, and when I do, you can use the pi key, but you can also use 3.14 instead. And I get 3,560.76, and this is inches cubed. Okay? Now the cone has a 1/3 in the formula, and that's because technically 3 cones put together make up a cylinder. Okay, so it's a third of a cylinder. So, and again, it's pi r squared because look at our base. Our base is a circle. Now notice, I have 10, and the dotted line goes all the way across, so I don't want the 10, I want halfway across, I want 5. So we're going to do volume equals 1/3 pi times 5 squared times, and my height, my vertical, is 8. Okay, so when I put this in my calculator, I am going to use 3.14, so I'm going to use 1/3 times 3.14 times 5 squared times 8, and it's going to give me 209 point, and it's 3 repeating, so I'm just going to make it 0.3, and I'm going to label it kilometers cubed. Okay, now the sphere, the formula is 4/3 pi r cubed. The sphere doesn't have any bases. It's basically like a basketball. So what I do notice though is I have the radius, and I only have the diameter. I have all the way across, so this needs to be cut in half and become a 4. That's the very first thing you should look at. Okay, so its volume equals 4/3 pi, and now this one is the radius cubed. Okay, so we're going to put that in our calculator, and again, I'm going to use 3.14 for all of these. You can use whatever is easier. 267.9, and this one was feet cubed. Okay, so that's it, guys. You just have to make sure you have the right shape in front of you. I want you to try the practice, and good luck.